of course, I'm Siobhan Clark, and I'm your host. And tonight we're having a very special tribute to Whitney Houston. It's Bermuda's tribute to a late great music legend. We're here at Fresco's Wine Bar in the intimate atmosphere, and we've heard from some awesome local singers, and we have one more, but I'll save her for the end. First, I'd like to introduce you to Miss Kidist Emery. Now, I know you were begging me off camera to not ask what Kidist means, because I love that name.
It actually means holy.
It does?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And you also confessed that you're only 21. So, you know, the luxury of a show like this is I could blast you and say that I know you're not 21.
No.
You know, you grew up around the era of Whitney.
Yes.
And you were sharing some memories of what it was
Yes.
like as a child. You want to go ahead and talk about that?
I remember when my mom would be cooking Sunday dinner, and we would replay the Bodyguard albums and all Whitney's albums all day, and you're in your living room with Majorette sticking your hand, and you're having a good having a good little sing song by yourself, and it was amazing.
And you know, you speak of moms. My mom is here. She's in the audience.
Yes.
And when I was young, she bought me my very first Walkman.
Yeah.
Remember Walkman?
Yes.
You know, my son probably wouldn't know what a Walkman is.
No.
The other day he came and he said, you know, Mommy, guess what? There are phones that you put money in, and they're in town, and you put money in it, and you can talk on the phone. I said, yes, Caius, that's called a payphone. But anyway, you know, my mom bought me my first Walkman, and my first tape was Whitney Houston. I don't know if I'm sure she remembers that. And we just heard I Want to Dance with Someone, and that was somebody, and that was one of the songs on that cassette tape. Yeah. So it's definitely touching knowing that we've lost a legend.
Yeah.
And of course she was a diva, and you're a diva.
No.
Yes, you are. Kidist Emery has been known ever since she was the tender age of 5 years that she wanted to be a hairdresser.
Yes.
She worked in the UK, returned back to Bermuda. She built clientele and then went on to start her own business. Pinks, yes?
Salon Pink.
Salon Pink.
Yes.
My apologies. She has attended and participated in numerous hair shows, and that's overseas.
Yes.
Okay. And she just returned back from Salon International. She worked at Bang Bang, and she went to college. She went to Bermuda College or overseas?
No, overseas.
In the UK?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. And, you know, first of all, let me congratulate you as a young woman who followed her dream and opened a salon. Especially during this challenging time. So the first question that I have to ask is, what gave you the courage to open a business during the economic downturn?
Wow. History shows that the economies go up and down.
Yes.
And unless entrepreneurs take the step to open up businesses, then we're never going to get out of the economic climate that we're in. Okay. It happened to be that, well, hairdressing is my passion, and it happened to be that this time was the time that I was ready to make my step and move forward. So the economic downturn never bothered me. Okay. When you go to the banks and you ask to borrow money to open businesses up, you're not competing with Siobhan Clark. I'm competing with the hairstylist in Mumbai. So it's all relevant, if that makes sense. And so I was never nervous, and I do realize that one of the main leading industries in the world is beauty. So people will always come and get their hair done.
And the thing about Bermuda is hair salons are almost like churches. Like there's one everywhere.
Yes.
You know, in every parish there's a hair salon.
Yes.
So new salon, you had a clientele. How did you know that this was the time to start?
I just felt it.
Okay.
I was itching for it for the last 3 years, and then this was the year. And so off I went.
Okay, okay. So what differentiates Salon Pink from Cabela, Bang Bang, Strands?
We are actually a training salon.
Okay.
And to me, that stands out because I invest in the youth of Bermuda, in the community. We have 3 junior three junior assistants on board that are all training. I'm training them. One goes to the college. One will be overseas in January. One's actually in high school to be hairstylists, and they will be running columns within the next 3 Septembers.
Okay.
So we also aim to please. We are very huge on time, so we like to get people in and out. And we have lots of things in-house that make us different. We have free Wi-Fi for the customers, so the working woman can bring her work to the salon and get her hair
for me.
and have her hair done, or bring her iPad so she can read her magazines or that she can't necessarily read at home, because women nowadays are working mothers, so they don't really have a life.
I thought it was just me, but okay.
We offer lots. We offer new client packs. If you recommend a friend, the friend gets 20% off. You get 10% off. We have loyalty cards where you come in and every time you have your card stamped on your 8 haircut, it's for free. Okay. And we also we offer tea, coffee, water, and juice to our clients, and they also get homemade cookies with their drinks.
That is so okay.
And we have a fabulous staff.
So it's your goal to take all of the clients from all the other salons after this show. Everyone's going to demand cookies when they get their hair done. So talk about your training and your experience.
My experience, I moved over to the UK when I was 17. I'm actually now 30. And I trained in the UK for 3 years. I worked for 1 year, and then I came home. But in the UK, overseas, when you're a hairstylist in Bermuda, you're not as important as you are overseas. It's not the hairstylists in Bermuda don't get the respect that you get when you're overseas. In Bermuda, you're just the hairdresser, and that's because people think they can go home and do it themselves, right? And their stores go, they go terrible every time. And overseas, you're constantly being trained. You're constantly moving forward. There's lots of avenues for you to go. You can teach. You can be a educator for any major product company and travel the world. You can go into hair shows and stuff. You can go into movies and all sorts of things like this, but you're constantly being trained. So with that being said, my goal was to bring a UK salon or an overseas salon to Bermuda. Okay. So that's why I constantly, every Saturday evening from 4:30 to 6:30, we have training with the girls. Last night they put highlights in their little dolls' heads and stuff, and next week they'll have clients. And we constantly do in-house training with our stylists. I go overseas once a month to do training, and I bring it back to my girls' hair. And we're soon going to be doing Skype training with our product company.
Okay. And that takes me, absolutely. That's awesome. That takes me into my next question. Are you a trendy or a classic salon?
We're a bit of both.
Okay.
We're a bit of both. Anyone can feel comfortable. Anyone, from the punk rocker to the priest's wife. Anyone can feel comfortable at our salon.
How you know that? I won't go there. What's the future plans for the salon? What can we expect?
Lots. We are gonna lots. I don't want to say.
You don't want to say?
No.
Shall I BB you later?
Sure, girl. But you can follow us on Twitter and Facebook. Okay. Our manager, Janika, she's over there. She actually updates our Facebook and our Twitter every day with the daily trends. Again, thinking outside of Bermuda. She updates the daily trends, tips and tricks, and everything that's going on in the hair world or anything to do with hair. And lots of people have actually commented and liked it or said that they've enjoyed the updates. So they're every day. And it's Salon Pink Hair on Facebook and Twitter.
Okay, Salon Pink Hair.
Yes, okay. H-A-I-R.
No, I mean, to be honest with you, Kidist, I'm really I can't even talk. I'm really impressed because I didn't know what to expect in terms of, hearing about Salon Pink. Yes. Of course, I know that it exists, but to hear how innovative you are, how you're thinking outside of the box, and that's why I think that your business will do well, no matter, what phase we are. Yes. In our economic situation.
I think that's the way to go forward. That you have, like in Bermuda, everyone lives in such a small box. If you can take someone out of the box for that hour that they're there, they'll enjoy it. Clients live their lives through their hairdressers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. How do you plan to stay successful?
Education and surround myself by youth.
Okay. Okay. I hear you. Okay, well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And we're definitely interested in hearing some new things about Salon Pink.
Yeah.
I'd love to have you on the show again, maybe
Yeah.
with some, some models, so we can
Okay.
do like a little segment where we can see, the wide range of techniques that you use on people. So that's definitely an invitation that I'm giving to you right here on air.
Thank you.
That you come back and join us. So, of course, we've now come to the end of our show, and I've made a promise that we will have one final local singer bless the house, literally, with a Whitney Houston song. I now introduce to you Olivia Hamilton singing I Love the Lord.
The Lord, He heard my cry and pitied every groan. Long as I live, as troubles rise, I'll hasten to His throne. Oh, I love the Lord. I surely do. I really do love the Lord. He heard my cry, and He pitied every groan. Yes, He did. Every groan. Long as I live, long as I live, as troubles they rise, I'll hasten to His throne. When tears are streaming down my eyes, I'll hasten to His throne. When nothing else is going right, I know I can go. I'll go. I'll hasten to His throne.
What a fitting way to end Bermuda's tribute to a music legend who has left us and floated on to the angels in heaven and sits by God's throne. I believe so. That was Whitney Houston's song. Thank you so much, Olivia.
Thank you for having me.
You started singing at 4, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Church.
You've done a lot of work overseas.
Yep, all over the U.S. and just traveled and sang.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I just want to, before we end the show, I just want to give a special thank you to a few people. Claudio, the owner of Fresco's Wine Bar. Maria's Restaurant, which is located just downstairs, and the O Bar. He graciously allowed us to come to his venue and celebrate this special episode, I should say, of On the Couch. I'd like to thank all of the guests, all of the singers who I can't even talk. I mean, the song was really, really touching, Olivia. It really is. And I'm the only person that has to talk on a mic after a song like that. But no, thank you very much for everyone who's come out to support the show, for all of the guests, for all of the singers, for everyone who is involved, of course, for the On the Couch production team, for my stylist, Maya Fervit, Fatimaya, hands up for Fatimaya. Basic Beauty Studios, who did my beautiful makeup. Redemption Sound for the music selection. And thank you very much for tuning in to On the Couch. Next week, you will see a new episode. Have a wonderful evening.